Turn around, taking your wallet. Hey, mister, stop right there. You all right?
Yeah. Where is he?
Over there. It's Jim Campbell.
He's dead. Did you know him?
Yeah, a little. He has a farm near the Ponderosa.
That's yours?
Yeah. He slugged me and grabbed it. The wallet's worth more than what's in it. $3.
This coroner's inquest is to learn all we can about the manner and cause of James Campbell's death. Now, how well did you know him?
I talked to him once or twice. We had a drink together once.
When you saw him take something out of Mr. Travis's coat, did you know who he was?
No, it was too dark.
But you were certain he had a gun in his hand.
Yes, I could see that.
Did you know that a robbery had been committed?
No, not until later. But there was one man lying on the ground and another one running away with a gun in his hand. He ran out of the alley. I shouted at him to stop, and he started firing at me.
That's all, Mr. Kennedy. Thank you. I'll try to make this as brief and painless as I can, Mrs. Campbell. You and your husband bought a farm on Red Spring Road about 2 years ago. What is the condition of that farm now?
Well, we were making a go of it. Just barely. Everything we made had to be put back into it. We were hoping that next year might be a better year.
On the 11th, your husband came into town. Can you tell us why?
Our mortgage payment was due. Jim was going to try to get a loan from Mr. Morgan at the bank against a crop of oats we were putting in.
Did he have any hope of getting that loan?
He'd been turned down twice, but he was going to try.
It is the finding of the coroner's jury that Mr. Kennedy killed James Campbell in self-defense. While we sympathize with the widow, it is clear that her husband died while committing a crime. No charge will be made against Mr. Kennedy. The inquest is adjourned.
Mrs. Campbell. There's not much I can say.
Well, why don't you just say what there is to be said and be done with it?
I'm, sorry.
You're right. That's not much.
Miss Campbell, you dropped this letter. I'll be glad to mail it for you if you'd like.
You do that, Mr. Kennedy.
Mr. Cartwright, I know this is a bad time of the year to be asking for time off. But there's something I've got to do. So I'm going to have to knock off a little early every afternoon for a while.
Any idea how long?
Maybe a couple of months. Don't worry, I'll do my share. Just take whatever you think is fair out of my pay.
Well, no question of that. All right. All right. Anything else?
No.
Candy, there's something else I'd like to say. That coroner's jury declared you innocent. Now, don't you go off convicting yourself.
I won't. But when I have a debt, I pay it. name's Candy. What's yours? Your mother around? Thank you.
My name's Kenny.
I'll remember. I'll do that.
I can manage.
The furrows aren't very straight. But then plowing's not a woman's work, is it? What are you planting?
Oats. At least we had that seed paid for. Now, if you don't mind.
If you're trying to do this all by yourself, you've got to be behind on your other chores. Let me do the plowing and you tend to that. And, Kenny.
Yes?
I'm finished for the day. I took care of the team. I left the plow up in the field. I don't expect any thanks. But you're gonna have to tell me if you want me to come back.
I didn't ask for your help, Mr. Canada.
That's right, you didn't.
You understood I didn't want you around here.
You also thought you could keep this place up by yourself, didn't you? Well, look at it. There's no wood for the kitchen stove. The door has fallen off the hen house. The plowing needs to be done. The fences need to be fixed. You had to stop trying to keep up to do the washing.
I don't want your help.
We need somebody's.
I'm doing just fine by myself.
Nobody's come around, huh?
Well, why should they? It's a busy time. They've got their own things to do.
Well, then it better be me, because you need help.
What makes you so pig-headed?
I was about to ask you the same question.
Ponderosa mail. Most of it's for Ben.
You have anything for Mrs. Campbell?
Mrs. Campbell, huh? I heard you were doing the chores out there.
For me.
Chores and plowing. Working two places at once must be kind of exhausting.
Just give me your mail.
No offense intended. One letter.
rest of the milk off that table. Careful now, don't spill it. Thank you.
There's a letter for you at the post office.
You didn't have to go to that trouble?
That's all right. I was going by anyway.
Won't you come in? Look, you're sopping wet. The storm will likely be over by the time dinner's finished. If you'd care to stay.
I would.
If you'd like to get out of those wet clothes, I think I can find a shirt and a pair of pants for you.
No, thanks. I'll just dry out here by the fire. Food smells good.
I'll be ready in a minute. It's not very fancy, but it's hot.
No hurry.
You didn't have to help with this.
I enjoyed the dinner. He looks like he's had quite a day.
Yes. He does that all the time. Excuse me. I'm gonna go tuck him in bed.
Will you let me carry him?
No, that's all right. I'll
No,
do it.
please, please.
His father used to do it.
I see. The rain stopped. I better be on my way.
Thank you for bringing the letter.
You didn't even read it yet. Came all the way from Wyoming, too.
Good night, Mr. Kennedy.
Good night. Thank you. Buddy. All right. Up. This way, Kenny. Over here. We'll get on this side. Let's put it. Straight out. Up you go. Hey! There you go.
Well, that looks like one happy little boy.
Oh, well, I had one of those when I was a kid. I can still remember.
He can be a handful. Sometimes I think raising a child's harder than breaking a colt.
Oh, no. Kids are easier. With a kid, you don't have to worry about a saddle.
Oh, maybe you're right. I never thought about it that way. Can you stay for dinner?
No, thanks. Making a place for me at your table takes food away from you and Kenny.
I'm used to feeding 3. I've invited a friend to dinner. He hasn't answered me yet.
show you how to hold those reins.
He was sound asleep before his head touched the pillow.
The way that little guy goes all day, I'm not surprised.
That piece of pie?
Oh. Oh, I've had 2 already. That's a handsome pie, Mrs. Campbell.
Lisa.
I've always been partial to rhubarb pie. Just never found anyone who could make it as well as Anne, up till now.
And your sister?
My wife.
I didn't know you were married.
I'm not. It was over a long time ago.
You never remarried?
No, I had too much wandering to do. That's no life for a woman. Now you, that's a different story.
I don't think I know what you mean.
You're young. You're pretty. And you're a widow. You've got a son. You've got a farm you're dead set on keeping, and you can't do it alone. It's time you started thinking about a husband.
I think it's a little too soon for that.
Now, how did I get on that subject? That's much too serious.
Yes. Yes, it's much too serious. Come on, have another piece of pie. It's just gonna go to waste.
No. Go to waste with Kenny in there, he could eat the whole thing by himself.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Was it very long before you stopped missing your wife?
Long time. I guess maybe that's why I started wandering. Sometimes I still miss her.
Yes. Thank you for telling me. Better get these dishes.
Give me help.
No, no, no. Look, you've got a long ride home.
Somebody tied this across the trail just high enough to knock a rider off his horse.
Well, they must have done it sometime late last night. I came along the trail in the afternoon. It wasn't there then.
It's new. Anybody bought it in Virginia City, Mr. Thompson ought to know who it was.
No, the only thing he knows about is local gossip.
Yeah, but why was it done?
Well, if that's somebody's idea of a joke, I'd have to stay around and watch to enjoy it. I didn't see anyone around it.
Those tracks were on that trail out there. Nobody ever uses except when they're coming here at the house.
No, it wasn't done for a joke, Candy. I think you'd better be very careful.
Where's Kenny?
He's, with Mrs. Pardee. I didn't want to bring him here to the grave. He thinks Jim's just gone away.
I guess he misses his father.
A little. Now. But he'll forget after a while. They do at that age, you know. Maybe after a while I will, too. It's been such a short while. And I can't even remember what Jim's voice sounded like. I loved him, Candy, and I can't remember.
That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you.
But I loved him.
I know.
Please forgive me. I didn't mean to embarrass you.
You didn't embarrass me. You got my shirt a little soggy, though.
We better get back. I have to get Kenny. Mrs. Party will want to get back to her family. Where's Mrs. Party?
Oh, well, she left Kenny with us. She said something about not having any more time to wait for you.
She flew out of here with all her feathers ruffled the wrong way.
I don't understand.
She went back to the cemetery looking for you, and she came back, just left the boy with us and walked off.
Hello.
I brought you dinner.
Oh, Candy, you didn't have to do that. What have you got behind the door?
Oh, that's just a little something I picked up along the trail.
What is it?
Oh, it's nothing you'd be interested in.
But what? Oh, Candy, they're beautiful.
Isn't that just like a woman every time? The pretty over the practical. This is dinner. Eat. You can't eat flowers.
Nobody ever gave me flowers before.
I never gave anyone flowers before. There's a hole in the north fence. I'll get to it. You don't want any deer wandering around trampling down your new crop.
I'll put these in water. They'll look beautiful on the table at dinner.
Oh, from the Ponderosa, huh? Thought sure Mrs. Campbell would be having some. She's been sending a lot of letters out lately.
Mrs. Campbell doesn't need you to mind her business or her mail.
See here, Mr. Kennedy, it's my job to read what's written on these here letters. How do you think I can stamp them right anyway? And then there's the proper charge.
You call it whatever you want. Just keep your nose on that side of the counter.
Kenny? Candy!
Hiya, buddy.
Kenny, I think you better get down.
Sure is nice of Kennedy to help out the widow like he does. Ain't that a picture? Of course, used to be your husband did that. $3 and a nickel bullet, and Kennedy's got himself a lady friend.
Shut up, Devlin, shut up.
Goes to prove I'm right.
Candy, please.
I don't blame you, Kennedy. She's a good-looking woman.
Get in the wagon. I'll get your supplies. Go on.
out and change your clothes. Now, why can't you come out here anymore?
I didn't say that. I said it'd be better if I didn't come out here as much.
But why?
The planning's done. The repairs are finished. I don't have to be out here all the time. The Conrads aren't paying me, Lisa. They expect me to work for it, for them.
I know, Candy, I know. They've been very kind. But we need you.
That's another thing we have to talk about.
Don't you want to see us anymore?
Yes, I do. And I will. My coming out here so often doesn't look good to those waggle tongues in town.
Oh, it's only a few.
I know, and they're gossips, and everyone knows it, but they do listen.
Well, I don't care what they say.
Yes, you do. You cared when I had to flatten Devlin just now to shut him up. And at least he talks out loud. What about the ones that talk behind your back? They're the ones that really hurt, and you're too easily hurt now, Lisa. You got Kenny to think of.
What do we do?
I'll come out on Saturdays, and we'll... If there's any heavy work to be done, I'll do it then.
We've gotten used to having you around here. Me and Kenny.
I know.
It's gonna be a long time till Saturday. What are you doing here?
Came out to see you.
You're drunk. Now get off my land now.
Oh, you don't mean that. It's because a fella had a little nip and you want to run him off?
I'm warning you. Get out of here.
Bet you don't run off that candidate.
Stay right there.
You ain't gonna shoot me.
I wouldn't bet on that. Now leave.
I'm betting that ain't loaded.
Well, you're just gonna have to take your chances, mister.
Now, come here. Cut it out. Ain't gonna hurt you. You might even get the lightning. Come here, you got no stake in this cart, right?
Maybe not, but let's go see what the sheriff has to say.
No.
Ma'am?
If you do that, everybody in town will hear about it.
Just want to let him walk off? Is that what you want?
Please.
Get out of here, Devlin. Go on. He's likely to come back, ma'am.
Oh, I don't think so. Next time I'm going to see that my gun's loaded. I hope you understand, Hoss. There's just been so much talk about this already. I'm hoping this way he'll be a little too embarrassed to say much about it.
Well, I hope so for your sake, ma'am.
Forgive me, I haven't even said thank you. Guess it's lucky for me you were coming by when you did.
Well, I wasn't just happening by, ma'am. As a matter of fact, I was on my way over here. Candy said that you might need some help today, so I thought I'd come down and volunteer.
Well, how come he didn't come?
Well, the doctor wouldn't let him. Candy had a little hard luck. A fella took a pot shot at him, just grazed him here in the arm. Nothing serious, but the doctor won't let him out. He's lucky. He could have been killed.
Mason, what's the matter?
Pop told me you'd been shot.
Is that all? Don't let this thing fool you. It's not serious.
It's not Devlin.
I know that.
It was a gunfighter. I don't know what kind of game he's playing with you, Candy, but he's serious.
How do you know all this?
He's Jim's brother. I asked him to come here to kill you. I wrote a letter before the inquest. All I could think of was that you'd killed Jim, and I wasn't going to let you go unpunished. It was a letter you picked up and mailed. I didn't know you, Candy.
All right. All right, I understand why you did it. Lucky for you, you had a gunman in the family.
Jim and I hadn't seen Jake in over 5 years. I wasn't even sure I could reach him. After you came to help us, I realized I was only trying to hurt you to make up for losing Jim. I wrote and tried to stop Jake. I thought I reached him in time, but I guess I didn't. Candy, I'm sorry.
So am I. You should have tried to kill me yourself, Lisa. It's more honest, anyway.
I thought you ought to know about Jake. I don't know where he is, but at least now you can be on your guard.
Oh, so I can go hide in the bunkhouse until you call him off if you can find him? No thanks.
Candy, he's gonna kill you.
Isn't that what you wanted? Isn't it?
No. No, not anymore. But I don't expect you to believe me now. Thank you, Mr. Scully.
No one in town by that name, Mrs. Campbell.
Well, I'm sure you're quite right, Mrs. Pardee, since you seem to know everything about everybody in town. But you don't mind if I leave it there, just to confuse you. Here we are. Good to be home, huh?
You wanted me?
Kenny, why don't you go inside and wash up, okay? Hurry along now. How long have you been here?
In town? Or around here, watching you cuddling with the man who murdered Jim?
You had no right to spy on me.
Afraid I'd see something you didn't want me to know?
It's not like that, Jake.
That's the way it looked.
I sent you a letter.
I got it.
Well, then what are you doing here? I told you I changed my mind.
You changed your mind. Kennedy shot Jim down. Left you and the boy. And all he had to do was come around here sweet-talking, and you changed your mind. Well, sweet sister-in-law, I ain't changed mine. You were right to send for me. Maybe Jim didn't mean all that much to you.
That's a lie, and you know it.
Yeah? Is that why Kennedy's all but moved in? And Jim only did a month?
Jake, you don't understand. Look, when I wrote you, I was upset. I was grieving so much for Jim, I didn't even know what I was doing. I just wanted to get even.
As far as I'm concerned, that's the only thing you ever did right. I don't care how you changed your mind or why. But that boyfriend of yours killed my brother.
No, Jake.
He killed Jim. Now it's his turn.
Well, you know, she lost her husband. You've got to consider the shock, the deep distress. I agreed it was wrong, but I can understand why she wrote the letter. How do you feel about it?
I'm not sure. It's a little strange when someone you think is a friend wants you dead.
Well, in a moment of anger, yes, but that's long gone.
I realize that now. I guess I was a little rough on her when she told me.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was angry.
Candy, Jake was here. I tried to talk to him, but he's determined to kill you.
All right, now, don't you worry about it. I'm gonna take care of it myself. What I need now is an exact description of it. Get down, get down! Get over here against the wall, quick!
Candy, stay down. Now stay down. Come on.
Stay low.
Get over in that corner. Kenny, get down.
Kennedy! Come out of there! Kennedy, you hear me? If you don't want those others to get hurt, you better come out of there.
Candy, let me try to talk to him.
You tried that.
Well, maybe I can make him listen now. Jake? Jake, I know you don't care what happens to me, but Kenny's in here. He's Jim's son.
So much for that.
Can you spot him?
Not from here. When I tell you, you wait until the window.
Not bad, Kennedy, but not good enough. You better come out of there.
If I don't,
That house is gonna look like a sieve.
Lisa and Kenny are in here.
They don't mean a thing to me. You got 2 minutes to come out of there.
Why? He's your own brother-in-law.
He saw us together. He thinks I didn't love Jim.
I'm going out there. I try to circle out the back door, around toward the barn.
Candy, be careful.
I'll try.
Drop it.
Why didn't you shoot me in the back?
This is gonna be self-defense if anybody asks.
All right, your turn, Campbell. Get up.
Candy?
It's all right, Lisa. Get some rope. You were lucky you had help, ranch hand. Get up.
Come in.
Said you needed some time to think. It's been several days.
I did some thinking. Kenny and I are leaving tomorrow. I found a job over in Morgan County. It's actually working out quite nice. Ed Randolph said he'd take the farm on shares along with his own. He's going to take care of the house, the barn.
Why? Why, Lisa?
It's too much work for a woman. I can't expect you to go on helping me forever.
Helping's not the word I had in mind. I want to marry you, Lisa.
Candy, it's too soon for that.
Take your time. There's no rush. Take all the time you want.
I'm the woman who sent for a man to murder you. Remember?
All right, you were hurt. You were upset. You wanted revenge. You're human, Lisa. You made a mistake. Show me someone who hasn't.
I made a very big mistake.
All right, but it's over, and it's behind us. That's no reason to run, Lisa. That's exactly what you're doing.
Yes, Candy, I'm running. I'm running from everything I want. But there is no way in the world it's going to work.
We love each other. We'll make it work.
Now, Candy, just accept it.
No. Tell me.
Kenny is 5 years old. And every day he asks me when his father, his real father, is coming back. Now, if we got married, what would happen when he's 12 years old? And he asked me what happened to his father. What would I tell him?
That I killed him. And that would destroy all of us.
I'm sorry. Betty Randolph is coming over to help me finish packing.
Walk in the sunshine. Always. Hi, partner.
So that's when Big Jack turned tail and run. There I was, boys, alone in the middle of Main Street, plumb surrounded by three of the worst bounty hunters in the West. Shoot their own kin for 6 bits and a worn-out saddle. And there I stood my ground. And they was a-coming, step by step, moving in for the kill. I had my old double-barrel flintlock stuck in my belt, just waiting for 'em to make the move. And sure enough, they did. Boom! Boom! And when the smoke had all cleared, all three of 'em is stretched out in the street, cold in an icicle on the end of your nose.
Ah, come on, Salty. How could you kill 3 fellas with only a double-barrel flintlock pistol?
Well, if you wasn't so all-fired busy going no place, Bobby Dan, the fella might get a chance to finish what he's telling you.
Well, go on, finish it.
Oh, well, yeah, I waited till 2 of them got in line, one right behind the other. And that big old bullet went plumb through 'em both.
Salty, I bet you're the biggest liar in Sunville. Every time a paper comes to town with the name of some outlaw fella in it, you claim you know him. Just like today, you read where this Big Jack robs a bank in Silo, and you come up with another humdinger.
It's the truth?
Hogwash. We've been listening to your stories for 15 years, and we don't believe none of them.
Well, why do you listen to them?
'Cause we ain't got nothing else to do.
What do we do first? Bank draft, a bath, or a beer?
Oh, you can always get a bath or a bank draft.
My sentiments exactly. Hey, doll.
Can I get you a drink, honey?
Hey, yeah, we'll have a beer, a couple of beers.
Coming right up, big feller.
You used to call me a liar and everything. Guess who's sitting right over there? Go on, guess who?
I don't know.
Big Jack, that's who.
Oh, stop it, will you?
I'm telling you, that's Big Jack.
Then why don't you go on over and say howdy?
Oh, well,
Go on.
Well, I would, but he'd probably pretend he didn't know me. Him being embarrassed and all, about running out on me that way.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Go on. Go on. Come on, fellas. Go on.
Big Jack, long time no see.
Huh?
Oh, come on, Jack. Don't pretend you don't know old Salty. I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. I'll buy you a beer for old time's sake, Jack.
Look, old-timer, I think you mistook me for somebody else. My name's Hoss Cartwright.
Oh, still using those phony aliases, yeah? You always was one for picking funny names. About time you come to pay me a visit.
Look, I don't know if this is some sort of a joke or what, but I ain't that Big Jack feller. We're just passing through. We got some business to the bank, and then we'll be on our way.
Oh, you don't have to worry. You're among friends here, Jack. How much you getting that job at Silo?
Look, old-timer, I'm gonna tell you one more time. I ain't never had a job in Silo. Now, big I am, but Jack, I ain't. Old-timer, you ought to go a little easy on that booze on these hot summer afternoons. Come on, Ken, let's go to the hotel and get that bath.
at the hotel taking a bath.
All right, Sheriff, get over there and arrest him.
For what? There ain't no law against taking a bath.
Don't talk dumb. Arrest him for robbing the bank in Silo.
I don't even know that they done it.
We seen the money, and Salty here told us who they was.
How about it, Salty? Is that fella Big Jack?
Big as life.
What are you gonna do?
Only thing I can do. Retire.
Retire? You can't retire.
The hell I can't.
Now, look here. We pay you to be the law in this town.
And on what you pay me, I couldn't even afford to bury myself.
Well, if that's all that's worrying you, we'll chip in and take care of everything.
That's mighty big of you, but the federal officer will be by in about a month. He'll take care of everything.
Hold it, Sheriff. Boys, what do you say we double the sheriff's salary?
Sure.
Yeah. There you are, Sheriff.
I hope this is all right, sir. This is the best we've got.
Oh, it's fine, fine.
Oh, good, good.
Bed's real nice.
Oh, good, good.
Could we get some hot water and a couple of tubs?
Hot water and tubs? That'll take a little while.
Don't like how long?
I'll make that water boil as fast as I can, but you know the way water is. It's water.
Yeah, so it is. How long?
Half hour?
Yeah, that's just fine.
Oh,
Why don't
good,
you
good.
get right on it and get started on it?
Yeah, and if you gentlemen want anything at all, just pull this service bell here.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot your key, Mr. Cartwright.
Hey. Did you see that?
What?
Fella gave me this key and he winked at me.
So maybe he likes you. So what happened in that saloon, I'm not going to be surprised by anything that happens in this town. Big Jack?
Oh, come on. That old fella just mistook me for a friend or something.
Did you see the way those people looked at you when that money fell out of your saddlebag like you were a bank robber or something?
Hey, yeah. You know something, Candy? Maybe we ought to go down and get that bank draft right now. A lot of people know how much cash we got on us.
Why not? We won't have any water for a half hour anyway.
Yeah.
They're coming out!
I've seen some dead towns in my day, but this is ridiculous.
You ain't kidding. Hey. Come here, boy. Here, boy.
Friendly, too.
Yeah. Well, let's get on down to the bank.
We're closed.
Closed for lunch?
No, closed. Closed.
Can't be more than 1 o'clock.
We close early on holidays.
Oh. Is today a holiday?
I don't think so.
Me neither. What holiday?
Good Tuesday.
Good Tuesday. It's a new one on me.
Me too. Maybe it's a local holiday. Maybe that's why it's so quiet around here.
Yeah. Well, we ain't gonna get nothing done here today. Might as well go get that bath, huh?
Yeah.
We can get what we want in the morning. Come on.
That's the last thing he said. We'll get what we want in the morning. What are we gonna do?
Keep the bank closed till they get, that's what.
Won't do no good.
Why not?
Big Jack don't care if that bank's closed. You'll blow the front door off in it tomorrow.
If we could only get that federal marshal in time.
Well, you can't unless you can get Big Jack to wait 4 weeks before he robs the bank.
And then what are we gonna do?
Look, Sully, this Big Jack's a friend of yours. Now, why don't you go over to the hotel and ask him not to rob the bank, just for old time's sake?
Now, hold on a minute. I don't know no Big Jack.
Well, we know you know him. We seen all that money he stole with our own eyes.
I don't give a darn what you saw, Bobby Dan. You're the one that said I was a liar and didn't know nobody. Well, fine. As far as I'm concerned, gentlemen, I don't know nobody. and you can just get yourself out of this mess without old Shorty.
Oh, boy. I didn't know a hot bath could feel so good, did you?
Me neither. I had enough dirt on me to grow grass.
Hey, pull that dealie over and get that fella to come up and bring us some more hot water. Huh?
Yeah.
You know, I'm sort of glad that bank wasn't open. This way we'll get to sleep in a nice soft bed tonight.
You rang?
Yeah. I wondered if you could bring us some more hot water.
Certainly, certainly. It's boiling and ready to go.
Oh, friend. And a happy good Tuesday to you, too.
Thank you.
You know, for a little hotel, that's the best service I ever did see. Oh, boy.
You sign in, I'll get your room keys in a few minutes. I've got to get some hot water first.
Hold it! We're tired, and we want those keys now.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you'll have to wait. For your information, the gentleman who's waiting for that hot water is none other than Big Jack. Big Jack. A wise move.
Big Jack, huh? Now, that's what I would call a real strange coincidence. Wouldn't you, Sid?
I sure would, Big Jack. I surely would.
That's catchy. This is what I call a breakfast.
Why don't you drink it out of the bottle?
It's good on egg. You ought to try something new. That burnt 9:15 already. I guess we all joke that bag, huh?
Yeah.
You know, room service, first time I ever had it. Spoil a fella. I think I'll get Hop Sing to bring my breakfast up to me every morning.
You kidding? Hobson couldn't carry your breakfast.
Howdy.
Morning.
After you.
No, after you.
Kind of a quiet town, ain't it? Yeah.
Say, don't I know you?
I don't think so.
You look familiar. I just can't place it.
Wouldn't be a fellow by the name of Big Jack, would it?
Big Jack? He's a tall, handsome John.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he don't look nothing like you.
Bank's still closed.
Why'd they be closed today for?
I don't know. Maybe it's Good Wednesday.
You fellas know what's going on around here?
No, we're strangers in town, just passing through.
Why don't we go down to the saloon? Maybe they can tell us if they're going to open up later.
Yeah, it's a good idea. You two fellas are waiting for this bank to open, you can forget it. The only way to get in there is break in.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, see you.
So they think he's Big Jack. No, Sid. I just may kill him and collect my own reward.
Beer. Hey, friend, do you know when they want to open that bank today?
Why not?
Well, we've wasted enough time around here. I don't like to do it this way, but don't seem we got no choice. Come on.
do you suppose they're going to do?
They're gonna get dynamite and blow in the front of the bank. That's what. They're gonna take our life savings. That's what. Solly, it's your last chance to help us. Will you talk to Big Jack?
Big who? I didn't catch the last part of that name.
All right, you stubborn old coot. Have it your way. All right, men. Now, we can't let him get away with it. I want you to go to your houses, get your guns. We're gonna surround that hotel, and when they come out, we're gonna fill them full of more holes than a wormy apple. What'd you say?
Now, man, wait a minute. You can't just shoot them down. I mean, well, that's murder.
Ain't nothing assault. They wanted men, ain't they? Well, ain't they?
Well, yeah, but...
Well, that's settled then.
Maybe I can go over there and just talk them into leaving. Yeah, I could probably do that.
Well, why didn't you do that in the first place?
Well, I was going to. I was just fooling. I was just funning a little, that's all. I'll go right over there now.
Hey, wait a minute. Seems kind of funny to me you being anxious to help all of a sudden.
Well, I told you I was just fooling.
Oh, I know what you told us. You told us this fella used to be a friend of yours.
Well, so?
So, maybe he's such a good friend, you don't want nothing to happen to him. Maybe you're in on this bank job with him?
No, that's just plain silly.
Maybe it is, and maybe it ain't. But we can't take chances, right, men? Right. Now, first, I want you men to get your guns. Solly, I want you to talk to your friend, get him to give himself up, and we'll keep him locked up here for a month till the marshal gets here.
Well, why can't I just go over there and tell him to get?
Because we don't trust you. That's why. Besides, they might come back tonight and rob us. Now, how about it?
I guess it wouldn't do any good for me to tell you that I don't even know who this feller is.
Salty, will you quit your funning? How about it?
All right, I'll go over there and ask him. But what if he says no?
Then we'll have to kill him. Let's go, men.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Oh, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Well, look, old timer, we're trying to get back and get out of this hotel.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's awful important.
Well, come on. You can talk while we're packing. Go on, talk.
Well, you see, it's about a matter of life and death.
Yeah? Whose?
Yours. You'd better sit down. This'll take a while. You see, it all started yesterday, right before you boys rode into town. Well, actually, it started 15 years ago, but the part about you started yesterday.
This ain't no joke.
Afraid not.
Did we either go to jail for a month or get shot?
Afraid so.
Just don't believe it. I can't really believe that this is happening. I just can't believe it.
Well, I know just how you feel. I just wish there's something I could do.
There is. Go out there and tell them the truth.
Won't do no good. They won't believe me.
Why not?
Because they don't want to.
Well, it don't make no sense.
Yes, it does. You see, when I first come to Sunville, everybody just quit living. Oh, I mean, they was breathing and everything, but they wasn't really living. Just wasn't nothing to do, and even less to talk about. So I started making up stories. Everybody loved it.
Until yesterday.
Oh, some fellers called me a liar before, but they'd always get over it. But yesterday, everybody was feeling so downright low, and, well, they seen you. And I figured they'd get a big kick out of thinking they had a real bank robber in town.
Well, I hate to disappoint them, but I ain't going to jail for no month.
He did give you a choice, you know.
Oh, that's funny. Very funny.
Just trying to be helpful.
Hey, maybe we could slip out the back way, huh?
No good. You got the hotel surrounded.
What are you sitting there grinning about?
I think I may have an idea that might work.
Come on, out with it.
Those fellas out there want Big Jack either in jail or dead, right?
Right.
And Salty wants everybody to be happy, right?
So?
So, Big Jack, it looks like you're just gonna have to die.
Hey, Salty's been in there near half an hour.
Well, he better come out sooner. I'm going to have to leave.
You trying to run out in this?
No, but I only got an hour off for lunch.
The bank's closed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess it is.
Hey, look.
Don't shoot! It's me, Salty!
Come on out!
Don't shoot!
Hold your fire. Well, is he coming out or not?
He's coming out, but he won't give himself up.
Well, if that's the way he wants it.
It's not the way I want it. You shoot it out with him and some innocent folks will get hurt. I told him to meet me out here on the street. Just him and me.
Just you and him?
That's right.
Why don't you hide back here with us and we'll all shoot him at once? Somebody's bound to hit him.
I couldn't do that. That's again the code of the gunfighter.
The gunfighter?
Yes, sir, Bob the gunfighter. Now, you men just take cover and let a professional handle this. Come on out, Big Jack. I'm a-waiting.
He didn't mean you, Big Jack. He meant that Big Jack.
That's far enough, Jack. You always did like to back-shoot a man, Jack. Now's your chance. Make your play.
Corniest thing I've ever seen.
Got him right through the heart.
I know.
Some of you fellas give me a hand, I'll fit him for a pine box.
Well, boys, I think I'll have myself a beer.
I don't know who that Big Jack was, but I'm sure glad he wasn't me.
I've never seen anybody shout like that before.
One thing for sure, I don't want that old man around when we hit that bank.
Gentlemen, I'd like to propose a toast to the toughest, fastest gunfighter in Sunville.
I'd make a chipmunk fight a grizzly bear.
Charlie, from now on, nothing's too good for you. And we'd like to apologize for thinking you was a liar.
Oh, forget it, boys, forget it. I can understand. I can see how it would be hard for a layman to believe the fantastic things that happen to the honest-to-goodness gunfighter.
Not anymore. We're going to believe everything you say from now on. That's for dang sure.
Well, now that everything's safe, I better get that bank open. Thanks again, Salty.
Oh, think nothing of it. I'd do the same thing again.
Well, let's hope the same thing never happens again.
Well, that reminds me of a little matter that happened up in Montana. It was so cold that your breath would freeze in the icicles coming out of your mouth.
Sorry it took me so long. Fell at the livery stable didn't want to rent me a rig.
There's no hurry now.
Yeah, I guess not. Oh, don't you think we better load the coffin onto the wagon?
We'll fetch it for $1.
All right.
In advance. It's the first one on the left. You feeling all right?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's he in here, a horse? Let's give you back his $1.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This one's light as a feather. Come on, grab it.
I don't know if we should.
What are you whispering about? I can't hear you.
I know that, but...
It don't make no difference. They ain't gonna get any deader than they are right now. Come on, grab it.
$10, $15, $20.
That's correct. And here is your receipt.
Oh, thank you.
I certainly hope we do business again sometime soon.
You bet.
Stay in the saloon?
Yeah, when I left, he was drinking pretty good. I haven't seen anybody go in the bank since the old geezer opened up.
We'll hit the bank in 20 minutes, just before it closes.
You see, these young'uns, they act tough. But it takes an old-time gunfighter to keep his nerve when the chips are down. And, gentlemen, you're looking at a man with plenty of experience.
You know, I was just thinking. There ain't many towns lucky enough to have a fellow with your kind of know-how. Am I right, boys?
Right.
Solly, would you consider being the new sheriff of Sunville?
Me? You want old Salty to be the sheriff?
Will you do it?
Will I wear the badge and everything?
Darn tootin', you'll wear the badge.
All right, boys. I accept.
Let's not take any chances. Run over to the saloon and make sure the old man's still drinking in there.
I was just over there 2 minutes ago.
Don't argue with me. Let's make sure you don't get a second chance with a guy like that. Go on.
about the bumps, Hawes. Have you out in a minute. I'll have you out in a minute, old buddy. Then I'll take the rig back and pick up our horses, come and get you. I told you it'd work. And you'd have more faith in your old buddy. I got the idea when I saw that catch.
Anybody here?
Can I help you? Oh, it's you. I was just grabbing 40 winks.
You gave me the wrong coffin.
Now, how do you know that?
Never mind, I just know. Give me the other one.
I can't do it.
Why not?
It isn't here.
Where is it?
My guess would be about 6 feet underground in the cemetery.
Underground? Where's the cemetery?
North of town. Getting so a man can't rest in peace.
And I make you this promise. As long as I'm sheriff of Sunville, you won't have to worry about no bank robbing.
I've been asked to say a few words about our old and dear departed friend, Mr. Our old and dear departed friend, Thaddeus Simpson. And Thaddeus was a man with a great many friends, as we can see by this gathering here today. He was a generous man, and we shall miss him. Excuse me, must be all the flowers. As I was saying, we shall all miss him, because Thaddeus Simpson was the kind of man who loved life, the kind of man who would never say die. Hey! Let's have a little respect for the departed. His passing came as a great shock to his widow. And though they were married only a few weeks ago, she knew the kind of man he was. And no matter how impossible the task, you could always count on Thaddeus to work his way up.
Terribly sorry about this, ma'am.
Hey! What happened?
Never mind. Go to town to get the horses. I'll tell you on the way.
What's the matter? I don't know. I was sure that was a combination, but I've been...
Quit stalling, old man.
I'm not. You just got me so nervous, I must have forgotten.
You better remember it. And quick.
8, right. 13.
You got 5 minutes to open it up.
5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. But 13 left. 8. 14 left.
I tell you, I was fit to be tied. I just couldn't believe it when old Salty here snaked the gun out and popped him right in the heart. I tell you, there was something to see. Yes, Salty, have another drink.
No, not when I'm on duty.
Just a little one, eh? Then we can all go outside and you can show us just one more time how you done it.
How done what?
How you gunned down Big Jack. You boys want to see it again, don't you?
Sure.
How about it, Salty?
All right. Don't know why. Why not?
Just Salty!
Then,
You got 30 seconds.
I'll have it open. I'm doing my best.
I hope your best is good enough. You got 20 seconds.
20 seconds. 24 left. Couldn't you come back tomorrow? We're open at 9 in the morning.
15 seconds.
15. That's it. 15. 15. Right. There.
Good for you, old timer. Sid, you tie him up till I get the cash.
All set?
Yeah. How much did we get?
At least 30,000. Let's make sure the coast is clear.
Coast is clear. Go get the horses.
That's far enough, Big Jack. That's far enough. You always did like to back shoot a man, Jack.
Salty.
Now's your chance. Oh, shut up. Let me go on and finish this. Make your play.
Oh, no, not again.
I ain't gonna try him.
Me neither.
Oh, shut up. Will you let me go on? You heard me, Big Jack. Make your play.
Well, we already killed you once. What are we going to do now?
I don't know about you, but I've just spent a month in jail to go through that again.
Get the money.
Wait a minute. You didn't let me do the part where it go bang.
Salty, I thought you'd killed him.
Salty. Salty? Won't try to sit up. Come on. You feeling better?
Feel better if it's dead.
Ain't as bad as all that.
Not as bad. I'm a laughing stock of the whole town, that's all. Salty the gunfighter. Back to Salty the old liar. Everything's going so good, too. What went wrong?
Just about everything, Salty.
Yeah, they know I ain't Big Jack now.
Yeah, and they know I'm not what I claim to be. You fellas mind if I ride along with you a little ways?
Where you headed?
Don't make much difference, just some place where where an old man can live out his years without folks laughing at him. Just like to get away without having to see anybody.
Well, it ain't gonna be easy.
Huh? Why?
Everybody's outside, Salty. Across the street, waiting.
Dad burn it, I don't have to see them. Especially that Bobby Dan. He'll get on me something fierce.
Well, you're gonna have to face them sooner or later, Salty.
Well, why can't they just slip out the back? Make out like I don't know they're there.
Why don't you just go out the front and face them like a man?
All right. All right. I'll let them have their laugh. I guess they've earned it. Listening to my hogwash all these years. Maybe I'll get lucky and kick off before I get across the street.
Go on, Salty. Get it over with.
All right. All right. Go ahead. I deserve it.
You sure do, Salty. Here. When Detective Cartwright there told us how you planned the whole thing from the beginning, just to lure the real Big Jack out in the open, we was mighty proud. And we realized you ain't just a great gunfighter. Salty, you're a great lawman.
The real Big Jack?
You call him red-handed. We got him and his partner back there in the mortuary. Go on, put it on.
Well, I don't really think I ought to wear this. I'm
Salty. This town needs and deserves a good lawman. You can't let him down now.
Well, I suppose you're right. I was thinking about joining back up with the Texas Rangers, but I guess they can wait. All right, boys. I'll be the sheriff.
Wait till the word gets back. Sunville's going to be famous all the way to New York. Maybe even to St. Louis. Come on, Sheriff. Let's have a cold one to celebrate.
It sounds good to me. You fellas go ahead. I'll be in a minute.
All right, Salty, don't be too long. Come on.
Where you fellas heading?
Heading home, Salty.
I wish you could join me for a drink.
I wish we could too, buddy, but we really got to be going.
Well, I never will forget you, boys.
We won't forget you either, Salty.
I just wish there was... Well, I wish there's something I could do to thank you.
Hey, there is. Go on down there at the saloon. Tell them one for us.
Hey, Salty! Hey, Salty! Tell us about them Texas Rangers!